She live-streamed my panic attack on Instagram with the caption, "When your boyfriend is more dramatic than a soap opera." When I asked her to stop, she said, "This is going viral. Don't ruin it." I walked out mid-attack. The next day, she blew up my phone with 67 missed calls begging me to undo what I did. The night everything went down, I didn't even realize what was happening until it was too late. I'm a firefighter, 34M, been on the job for 12 years. 3 months ago, my crew responded to an apartment complex fire. Bad one. We got most people out, but on the 3rd floor, I found a woman unconscious with her kid maybe 4 to 5 years old, hiding in the bathtub. Grabbed them both, but on our way down, part of the stairwell collapsed. I fell through, dropped about 15 feet. Managed to shield the kid with my body, but the woman didn't make it. Kid survived with minor injuries. I fractured 3 ribs, dislocated my shoulder, and got 2nd-degree burns on my back. Physically, I've mostly healed. Mentally, well, that's why I'm writing this. Since the incident, I've been having panic attacks. Doc says it's PTSD. Started seeing a therapist, taking meds, doing all the right things. The attacks have been getting less frequent, but they still hit hard when something triggers them. Usually smoke alarms, the smell of smoke, loud sudden crashes. My girlfriend Kelly, 29F, and I have been together just over a year. We don't live together. I've got my own place, she has hers with a roommate. I had given her the code to my apartment for emergencies and occasional stays, but she'd never moved any significant belongings in. When the accident happened, she seemed supportive at first, visited me in the hospital, brought me food when I got home, all that. But as weeks passed, I could tell she was getting impatient. "Aren't you over this yet?" she asked once after I had to leave a restaurant because they had a fire pit near our table. Like it was a choice I was making. Last Friday night, we were at her place watching a movie. Her roommate was out of town, so we had the apartment to ourselves. During the film, there was an intense fire scene. Buildings burning, people screaming. I felt it coming on, tightness in my chest, cold sweat, racing heart. I tried the breathing exercises my therapist taught me, but it wasn't working. "Kelly," I managed to say, "I need to pause. I'm having an attack." She sighed heavily like I was inconveniencing her, but paused the movie. I got up, pacing, trying to ground myself. That's when I noticed she had her phone out, pointed at me. "What are you doing?" I asked between labored breaths. "Just capturing this for posterity," she said with a little laugh. "You look kind of funny right now." Through my panic, I realized she was streaming on Instagram Live. I could see comments popping up on her screen. "Stop," I said. "Turn it off." "Oh, come on, lighten up. My followers think this is hilarious." I glanced at her phone and saw her caption, "When your boyfriend is more dramatic than a soap opera." My heart was hammering so hard I thought it might burst. "Kelly, please, turn it off. This is going viral. Don't ruin it. Just do your thing. Pretend I'm not even here." Something in me snapped. Even through the panic, through the feeling of drowning on dry land, a strange clarity hit me. This person, who claimed to love me, was broadcasting my trauma for laughs. I didn't say another word. Just walked straight to her bathroom, splashed cold water on my face, grabbed my keys and wallet from her nightstand, and headed for the door. "Where are you going?" she called, following me, still filming. "Don't be so sensitive. It's just a joke." I turned to face her, camera still pointed at me. "We're done," I said, my voice surprisingly steady despite my racing pulse. "Keep your fucking views." Walked out, got in my truck and drove to my buddy Marco's place. He's a fellow firefighter, knows what I've been through, crashed on his couch that night. By morning, I had dozens of missed calls and texts from Kelly. I ignored them all. Marco let me use his shower, made coffee, didn't ask questions until I was ready to talk. "She did what?" he said when I explained. His face darkened. "Brother, that's beyond fucked up." "Yeah." I scrolled through her texts without opening them. "I'm done." "Good," Marco said firmly. "But you know she's going to show up at your place, right?" He was right. Kelly knew where I lived, and her texts were getting increasingly desperate. I needed to get home and secure the situation. When I got to my apartment, Kelly wasn't there yet, but I changed my door code anyway. Then I packed up everything she'd ever left at my place. Clothes, toiletries, a few books, earrings into a box. Around noon, my phone rang. It wasn't Kelly, but her best friend Tara. "What the actual hell did you do?" she demanded when I answered. What are you talking about? Kelly's in total meltdown mode. She says you freaked out over a harmless video and then did something terrible. What did you do? I almost laughed. I broke up with her, that's it. Bullshit. She's saying you did something to get back at her. Her Instagram account is getting flooded with negative comments and she's freaking the fuck out. Now I was confused. I didn't do anything to her account. We broke up, I left, end of story. Tara was quiet for a moment. Wait, so you didn't tell people about what happened? No, haven't been on social media since last night. Oh shit, Tara muttered. I think people who saw her livestream might have turned on her. After I hung up, curiosity got the better of me. I don't use Instagram much, but I logged in and searched for Kelly's account. It was still there, but her latest posts were flooded with angry comments. I texted Marco, who's more active online, to ask what was happening. He called me back almost immediately. Dude, it's been building all morning, he said. That video she posted of you, people in the comments recognized you from the news coverage of the fire a few months back. Someone linked the articles about how you saved that kid. Once people realized she was mocking a firefighter with PTSD having a panic attack, they went ballistic. My stomach tightened. What do you mean? They're mass reporting her account and posts. Some are tagging her workplace in the comments. It's getting pretty intense, and it's only been a few hours. These things tend to snowball. I sat down heavily. Jesus. It's not your fault, man. She put it out there, not you. That's not all, Marco continued. Her roommate Emma posted a comment about how Kelly's been making fun of your PTSD for weeks. Apparently, they've been having arguments about it. I remembered Emma. Quiet girl, always seemed uncomfortable around Kelly. Now I understood why. Just then, my doorbell started ringing frantically. I checked the camera feed. Kelly, mascara streaked down her face, repeatedly pressing the button. Gotta go, I told Marco. She's here. I didn't open the door, just spoke through the intercom. Your things are in a box outside my door. Take them and leave. Please, she sobbed, audible through the camera feed. Please, I need to talk to you. People are attacking me online. My boss texted me about it. You have to tell everyone it was just a joke. I didn't tell anyone anything, I said flatly. Seems like the internet figured it out on its own. You have to help me fix this. Post something saying you're fine, that I didn't do anything wrong. The audacity was breathtaking. No. Please, she screamed, slamming her palm against my door. I'm getting scary messages. Someone commented they know where I work. Despite everything, that made me pause. I don't believe in harassment, no matter what someone's done. I'll make one post, I said finally. Asking people not to harass you. That's it. I won't defend what you did. That's not enough, she wailed. Tell them it was staged. Tell them you were in on it. Goodbye, Kelly. Don't come back. I disconnected the intercom and watched through the camera as she screamed, cried, and eventually took the box and left. True to my word, I made a brief post on my social accounts asking people not to harass Kelly, saying that while I appreciated the support, targeting her wouldn't help the situation. I also reported some of the more threatening comments I saw to Instagram. Over the next several days, the situation continued to develop. Kelly's Instagram comments remained hostile, though the platform eventually disabled comments on her recent posts after she reported the harassment. By this point, the controversy had spread beyond her initial followers. 3 days after our breakup, Kelly's roommate Emma texted me, asking if we could talk. We met for coffee the next day. I've been wanting to say something for weeks, she said, looking genuinely remorseful. Kelly's been awful about your PTSD from the beginning, always rolling her eyes when you weren't looking, making comments about you being dramatic. Why tell me this now? I asked. Emma stared into her coffee. Because I feel partly responsible. I should have said something sooner, and because she's trying to spin a new story now. What story? She's telling people you were emotionally abusive, that she was trying to document your erratic behavior for her safety. She's playing victim. My blood went cold. False accusations of abuse could wreck my reputation, my career. I have screenshots, Emma said, opening a folder on her phone. Text conversations where she talks about your panic attacks, planning to film you if you had another one for her social media. And I have our text argument from right after you left that night, where I called her out for what she did, and she just laughed about it. I looked at Emma with new respect. Would you be willing to share those if needed? She nodded. I already told her I would if she kept spreading lies about you. I live in Washington State, which is a one-party consent state for recording and documenting conversations. I checked with my cousin who's a lawyer. These texts are completely legal for me to share. Why would you do that? I asked. You're risking your living situation. Because I've been where you are, she said quietly. Panic attacks, PTSD, after a car accident in college. Kelly knew, and she still said all those things about you. I finally had enough. The next few weeks were turbulent. Kelly tried damage control by posting vague accusations on her social accounts, but Emma shared some of their text exchanges with mutual friends, effectively shutting down Kelly's attempts to reframe the narrative. As Emma had predicted, Kelly tried to evict her, but their lease had both names on it, making a quick eviction impossible. About 2 weeks after our breakup, Kelly's workplace, a PR firm, ironically, called me directly. Apparently, Kelly had claimed I was orchestrating a harassment campaign against her that was affecting her work performance. The HR person was fact-checking before making any decisions. I haven't organized anything, I told them honestly. We broke up after she live-streamed my panic attack without consent. What happened afterward was public reaction, not my doing. I've even publicly asked people not to harass her. The HR person thanked me and ended the call. I later heard through mutual connections that Kelly was placed on a performance improvement plan, but not fired, at least not immediately. Her unprofessional behavior had apparently been noticed at work before this incident. A month after the breakup, Kelly's parents reached out to me. Unlike Kelly, they seemed genuinely mortified by their daughter's actions and wanted to apologize in person. We met for lunch at a quiet restaurant. We raised her better than this, her father said, genuine pain in his eyes. Sometimes people just make bad choices, I offered, feeling oddly sorry for them. Her mother reached across the table and squeezed my hand. We saw the news coverage from the fire. What you did was heroic. I'm so sorry Kelly couldn't see that. As for Kelly herself, the fallout continued to develop gradually. 2 months after our breakup, she moved back in with her parents after she and Emma negotiated an early lease termination. Emma found a new roommate, and Kelly's social media presence became much quieter as she apparently decided to lay low for a while. I filed a cease and desist letter through an attorney regarding her false claims of abuse, documenting the livestream incident and the text evidence Emma provided. It's not a full lawsuit, but it establishes a legal record if she continues making false accusations. The PTSD is still there, still something I work on daily. But now I have an unexpected support network. Emma and I have become friends. My firefighter brothers have been rock solid. Even some of Kelly's former friends have reached out with words of support. I never asked for revenge, never planned it, never executed it. All I did was walk away from someone who tried to use my trauma as entertainment. The rest, she brought on herself through her actions and her attempts to manipulate the narrative afterward. Sometimes the most devastating revenge isn't what you do to someone else. It's simply removing yourself and letting the world see them for who they truly are.